Underneath the expansive canopy of lush trees, the Garden of Eden stretched before me like a scene from a dream. An idyllic paradise, painted with colors more vibrant than any artist's palette. Each leaf shimmered in the sunlight, and the air was filled with the symphony of birds and the gentle rustle of a nearby waterfall. I, Eve, found myself amidst this world of wonder, my heart beating in harmony with the beauty that surrounded me. Welcome to Her Bible Stories. Subscribe to hear more Bible stories from the perspective of the women who lived them. Eve, a tale of dawn and choice. My story begins. From the moment I opened my eyes, every sensation was new and exhilarating. The soft grass beneath my feet, the cool breeze that whispered secrets in my ear, the sweet fragrance of flowers in bloom. Each was a gift to be cherished. I wandered through this garden, exploring the myriad of delights it offered. The animals, my companions, moved gracefully through their habitat, their presence both comforting and intriguing. Beside me was Adam, my partner in this paradise. Together we marveled at the world we had been given, sharing our discoveries and delighting in the simple joy of existence. Yet, even amidst the perfection, a sense of curiosity stirred within me, a desire to understand the mysteries that lay beyond what I could see. One day, as I wandered alone, I came upon the tree of knowledge, its branches heavy with fruit that gleamed like precious gems. It was then that I encountered a serpent, its eyes gleaming with an unsettling intelligence. It spoke to me in a voice as smooth as silk, its words curling through the air like tendrils of smoke. "Why do you not eat from this tree?" it asked, coiling around the branch with an elegance that belied its intent. "Surely you will not die. Instead, your eyes will be open to the truth, and you will be like the gods, knowing good and evil." The serpent's words ignited a flame of curiosity within me, and I found myself drawn to the tree. The fruit, so inviting in its perfection, seemed to call out to me. In that moment, I felt a surge of desire, to know, to understand, to see the world through a new lens. With a heart pounding with both fear and anticipation, I reached for the fruit. As my fingers closed around it, I felt a shiver of change ripple through the air. I took a bite, the taste both sweet and intoxicating. I shared the fruit with Adam, and in that instant, the world shifted. Colors grew sharper, sounds more distinct, and an awareness blossomed within me, a consciousness of the complexities of life, both beautiful and terrifying. Together we stood, our eyes wide with the new understanding that flooded our minds. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden hue over the Garden of Eden, a profound stillness enveloped the land. Adam and I had felt the weight of our choices, the burden of knowledge pressing upon our hearts. It was in this twilight moment that the air shifted, and a presence unlike any other filled the space around us. God in all his glory approached us with a gentle yet commanding presence. The rustle of leaves seemed to whisper his name, and the very ground beneath our feet quaked with a reverent anticipation. We stood together, hand in hand, our hearts racing, as the reality of our actions came crashing down upon us. "Adam, Eve." His voice resonated like the melody of creation itself, soothing yet firm. "Where are you?" The question was not merely about our physical location, but a deeper inquiry into the state of our souls. The weight of his gaze bore into us, unraveling the threads of our defenses. "We hid ourselves," Adam replied, his voice trembling. "We were afraid because we realized we were naked." In that moment, vulnerability washed over us, and shame intertwined with our newfound awareness. We had tasted the forbidden fruit, and in doing so, we had altered the very fabric of our existence. God's sadness was palpable. "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree of which I commanded you not to eat?" His words were a mirror reflecting our choices, and we stood exposed, the truth laid bare before him. I felt the weight of his disappointment, a sorrow that transcended mere punishment. It was a longing for the innocence we had lost, for the trust that had been broken. In our quest for knowledge, we had strayed from the path of unity and love, and the consequences rippled through the very essence of creation. In our silence, I found the courage to speak. The serpent deceived me, and I ate. I confessed, my voice a fragile whisper. Adam's eyes met mine, filled with a mixture of love and regret, as we both understood that we were bound together in this moment of reckoning. God's response was not one of wrath, but of grace mingled with justice. He laid before us the truth of our choices and the reality of the world that awaited us beyond Eden's gates. You shall bear the weight of your actions, but you shall also learn and grow from them, he said, his tone a blend of firmness and compassion. As we stood there, the shadows of the garden enveloping us, I realized that this confrontation was not the end but a beginning. It was an invitation to embrace our humanity, to forge our path with newfound wisdom, and to seek redemption in our journey ahead. With heavy hearts, we prepared to leave the garden, but as we took our first steps into the unknown, I felt a flicker of hope. The world outside was vast and full of possibilities, and though we bore the scars of our choices, we also carried the promise of discovery. Each step would be a testament to our resilience, our capacity for love, and the enduring grace of our Creator. In that moment, as the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, I knew our story was far from over. It was only just beginning, the end. Thank you for listening.